Hi guys, I want to bring up a question. I saw a movie called The Green Mile a long time ago. It was way before I moved here, and I still have the movie on DVD. I wasn't allowed to bring it to Camp Misqua because I asked, and they said no. You can't bring that movie to Camp Misqua, and I found a reason why. There's a very disturbing scene on it where Percy did wet the sponge and put the sponge on the man's head while the man was frying in it. And it was a very disturbing scene. And I think it's inhumane. I have the movie, yes, but would I show it at Camp Misqua? I'm not allowed because of that scene. Probably why. There are very disturbing scenes in it, and that's one of them, I guess. And they showed it on YouTube because I just watched it on YouTube, and it's the most disturbing scene. The fact about that is, the first time I saw that scene, I was feeling a little sick to my stomach. I stopped eating when I saw that scene. I couldn't eat. I'm like, this is the most brutal torture scene I've ever seen. Not to top the other ones I've seen, brutal ones on the movie Hostel and other horror movies, but that's the sickest scene I've ever seen of execution wise. But I don't know, maybe there's more horror movies with those kind of scenes in it, but I think it's kind of inhumane to watch that, a little bit in my opinion, but I don't know what you think, but to me, that's a little inhumane. It's like watching some man in the electric chair. Like, what are you gonna get out of it? You're just sitting there to watch the man die. Really, that's why people go there in those days, to watch their the person who hurt them suffer. That's not nice. But nowadays, the electric chair isn't allowed. I don't think so. But nowadays, they still have death row. And people still talk about it nowadays. I don't know why. I think it's inhumane to die, but if people have done evil on people, some people think it's humane, some don't. In my opinion, it was the most sickest scene I've ever seen, and watching a man's brains being fried isn't going to make me less hungry. Top it all, I want to eat. I don't know if I want to sit and eat watching that, but I have it on DVD. The Green Mile. I have that movie on DVD. I think I do in my box somewhere. But yeah, I have the movie The Green Mile on DVD, and I would watch it, but I can't watch it at Camp Miss Squad. I asked, they said no, and it was probably because of that scene. There's a very brutal, violent scene in it. And I watched it, I liked it, my opinion on it. It brought up a lot of reviews that people were mixed feelings about watching this man, and it kind of sort of affects you a bit. Now, it might bring up mixed emotions. The Green Mile's a good movie. It's based on a book. I saw the movie, it had Tom Hanks in it. I like Tom Hanks. And the most disturbing scene is the man in the chair getting fried like that. Personally, I wouldn't show it in a kind of group setting. If you go to Camp Misqua, they won't allow you to show that movie because that scene would upset campers. They'll have nightmares. You'll have campers waking up. It's a very disturbing scene, and I could see why it would implant nightmares in your head because thinking about that's sort of inhumane. But I heard in the movie RoboCop there's a brutal death scene. I seen the movie RoboCop, and there was actually, but I've actually found that's not good for me to watch that. It's affected me a little bit. Now, watching that man, certainly on YouTube, getting electrocuted in that manner is disturbing. There was a lot of reviews on it, and people were so upset watching that. Some people said they cried all day. I can't say their names. There were people saying in the comments down below it caused them to cry. After I watched that scene, I couldn't eat for a while, and I wasn't very hungry after watching that scene, and I didn't really feel very hungry watching that, and I couldn't eat watching that. That scene just disturbed me. So I don't know, I just felt sick in the stomach watching that, and I'm like, I'm watching this. I want to really turn it off. I was that desperate to press the stop button. That's how horrible it was. Top it all, watching someone die is kind of inhumane, don't you think? I think it's inhumane to watch someone, even if it's pretend or I don't know, I just find it inhumane to watch these kind of scenes. But some people like them and they get entertainment out of it. But who wants to sit and watch that? I don't know. It's gory. I'm not laughing. I find it very disturbing, and it's kind of hard to watch because you hear a lot about violence in the news, and then there's the media is kind of a violent place. All this talk about rallies and all that. My opinion, you just have to watch that scene for yourself and judge. See, you have to be the judge by watching it. I found it really disturbing, and I don't know. I think if you watched it at 3 a.m., it would be even more disturbing. It would be even more frightening. Because 3 a.m. is the devil's hour. Top it off, you would watch that at 3 a.m. is very disturbing. I don't know anyone who could. But, watching these kind of scenes, especially at 3 a.m., the devil's hour, which would be throwing you off topic here, but if you watch that at 3 a.m., I'm sure you'll get violent nightmares. Maybe it would implant in your head. They say whatever you watch at nighttime when you fall asleep goes into your dreams. Whatever you watch on TV follows into your dreams. I've had that. If you fall asleep after watching a movie, it will affect your dreams. Whatever you watch affects your dreams because you're falling asleep and you're going into REM cycle. So remember, whatever movie you watch before you fall asleep will affect your sleep and your dreams. So just choose wisely.